handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out these lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types, translucent Welkins, with organs shining. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies? You should adopt one of the Welkins. It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and the hull door.
An inordinate amount of time. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Political commentary. Just look at those
And for what? The photo collage. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of you see primitive, albeit a pinned postcard reads, "This is a monthly everyone is Mini-Me stands for a mini meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers
looks like they did.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalk. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The whole thing resembles Kadran history classes, students with their textbook radio frequencies, it seems. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillary. You think so? The web is comprised someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built a conductor for the hundreds of story threads that part. Whoever decides to call all of this is gone. There's no way a little base.
My God, it's as if the less money they had, the schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. This appears to be some kind of machine.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but
The machine lights up. It's empty, like a beehive.
this is where the memory...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying...
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We Were Born.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately.
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to, not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. No idea. They stopped filling out. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's...
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed. That's a good question. Reality. Tiles like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric. Have you stirred the ghost? The static gets louder.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Yes. Is that the product? Good.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I am contractually...
I'm afraid we are not doing that.
Now, can you please repeat the password? No.
A hint system is not part...
Still no. Received...
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can... Fortress accident. One moment. Fortress accident SCR.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
I work as a repeater. As for me, well...
Doesn't it get lonely?
Lonely?
That's why she...
Now, please tell me if there's anything else. Good. Please repeat. Proceed.
Don't worry.
Fortress at Fortress. One more Fortress.
That's not bad.
Any other questions?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their filaments as a password repeater at the East Insulindian State. I work as for me...
Doesn't it get lonely? Sitting there all by herself.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else. Good. Please repeat. Proceed.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. So what kind...
Could this be she's got a direct view to the backyard? You should interrogate her about that.
Yes, Amelie is like a colleague. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite... Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? I'm a novelty dice maker.
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Answers? How strange. I'm not sure how helpful...
It almost looks as if the stone... No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and...
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home.
Plaisance was right.
Creative.
Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? The lieutenant looks.
Your window looks direct.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out. Well, there's always some. During daytime, there are usually those kids.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have. It's really hard to make anything out in... It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But
She nods.
Anything else, officer? How did I become one? It was a business decision. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make, not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Some of those nice people, she's thankful for the security they provide.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we can see.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Fortress Accident.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch.
That's understandable.
They certainly took their work very serious. The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't... Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is the dice is black.
Anything else? Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was... And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and it's a sub-Rosa radio station that...
Nothing changes in...
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals with...
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts.
A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. It's not about the haircut, it's about the confidence.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain... And you know how all kinds of political... And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in Kyton from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive... Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from... Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history...
They were just the props. Why return them?
Oh boy, the fabled Revo Show ICT. The place was owned by two guys.
Indeed. What were the other ideas?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream. Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe. Because the taxidermist he said that the bear was his vision beast. He said
Sounds cool.
Megatherion, a mega wild. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through by telling you to do more drugs, most.
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Do you? Well, anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? Oh, it's you again. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. How about an amber dye? Who told you amber was cheap? For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from a piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past. Maybe you have some other idea? Ah, yes, fortress accident. The Wiro untethered die is a variation of a stunt.
Ice.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours. Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though. Maybe you have some... What do you mean by cursed? Alright, how about I surprise you? Maybe you have some other... A star that fell from the firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure? Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude. How about a pair of 100-sided dice, made of ivory and inlaid?
Pieces of lodestone were used as the
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours. It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, maybe you have some other ideas for dice? A normal die? Polyhedral die? Come on now, be a little creative. A star that fell from the firm? Yes, you
Pieces of lodestone were used.
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours. Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
The bullet is safely sealed away. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially safe.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, if we find who owns it, we will have... In conclusion, the more we know...
The squashed bullet, you wouldn't ordinarily have. The jacket of the bullet is made of... You can just about... It's quite...
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried...
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. A rifle, Revolutionary period. Your bullet looked... The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the best. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, and antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found.
What are you thinking? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez or anywhere in Ravache. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws... Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzleloaders once they've trained.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by...
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to fire... But back to the investigation. Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun. It's okay. And an antique. Sure, there's some new...
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement...
Imagine if... But back to the investigation. Let's find out. Next step, finding...
A barbell. It's 60 kilograms. There are no collars on the barbell. Why does it feel so familiar?
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very. All you feel is pain and weak. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him.
You're alive and well. Do keep me... Yes.
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? I don't understand. If it...
The narrative she's built us. She's squeezing on the pendant. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killed. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
You're telling me that you went in there? Of course. The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angry.
Wow. Total, there was never any other way.
I am sorry we had to...
You're alive, yes, yes.
Tell her how ghastly.
But what else did you find? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? I don't understand.
The narrative. She's just to hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Oh, how horrid. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? Guillaume Lemillion? The singer who made that awful face? All that matters is that the energies are retreating. Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore.
She so badly wants this to... It will only last a day or two.
All right, then. All's well that ends well. Should we return?
Oh, yes. How's my precious doing?
The woman before you scanned...
Hello? Me? No one.
She doesn't... If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she...
Looking for something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Mm-hmm. What with?
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug. You step in and close your arms around.
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is...
What are...
Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the close...
Fighting for it how? Oh. I guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade. Is there anything else? I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but... I don't really need to know. Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket.
She has, though. The husband is totally...
What? Who said anything about Shane?
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
I don't mean to
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this.
Nothing.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral cat?
Wonderful. The store is open. My husband? I don't know.
Where is this going?
Yes, but no. Why are we...
She has, though.
What? Who said that?
But he is. You can feel it.
No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not
You know where they are. They're at home. Smoking. Give it...
I see. Thanks.
The woman before. This Postla Vantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized. The box seen eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and the mail collection box seems cathartic. Thankfully then, so do you. You A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid...
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility.
No response. Good thing you already have the chain cutters in your hand. Nothing left to do now but snip. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Snip.
I know there's no stopping you, but let's it.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most... A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels, and a... Something underneath. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out. A bundle of clothes heaped... Something. It's not too late. Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchups. You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from... You don't have to take him down. He's all...
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle.
Well...
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window...
No, it really doesn't. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but...
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not a...
Look, he's trying to communicate. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical service. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides...
Years, months, the pile of blankets grunts miserably. The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The man groans once again. The aging alcoholic is still there. The man and then, falls back again. The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The man groans once again. And then it dawns upon you. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
This door has been no reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is...
You seem committed to it, so go on.
You hear someone walking. You can feel tension on the other side. A paw comes.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a water?
Let's go.
It's generally...
Give me a moment. I'm no one. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right now. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while.
Ask away, policeman. I don't want to talk. Addicts. All of them. And they don't like me cleaning behind their...
It was dirtier there, after the janitor's closet. She avoids the end of the hall.
We saw unpaid utility.
No one likes them in this building. It's only because I don't like talking about those people. People come and go.
They probably just moved, or died. Hopefully somewhere.
No one lives there. Impossible. Maybe it's those countercults. Great. Young people. Oh, that one. I think he studies. Something to do with all those stuff. That's what I said.
The lieutenant. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here.
The artiste? She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say. The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job.
She mumbles some kind. You hear someone. You have plenty of reason to...
Oh, come on.
Well,
That was smart.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Real...
her voice is really...
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in... I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous... It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be...
A sudden serious look crosses her.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant, and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this... A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone.
The sum must have been... Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. Don't ask me what. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes. Well...
Your statements are too vague to comment. What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez. The air suddenly feels calmer. It's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of... I knew we could trust you. Remember. The luxury of fine things. Just look at those beautiful things give you... Remember, when they're either...
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Does Kuno care? Yeah, did you fucking there? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, to the both of you. That's where Kuno gets...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning.
It's a vitamin pig.
You could use some.
Yeah, it...
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno!
You're not getting this pig. It complete...
Fuck you, pig! Don't...
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come in... The fuck do you want with... Good call, Pigmeister. Shit.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Fucking idiot, Mulkapa!
Yeah, The kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Shit, look.
Don't tell the pig
If I were to want to...
The usual being. Have you seen anything out?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the... Kuno's fucking got... Look at him. Fucking gross. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that. Kuno tried to get... Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Yeah? You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck them. Yeah?
Yes, you met him at...
Yeah? He's the one...
Curious, my liege. Why?
Yeah? Kuno's doing charity today.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy.
Just a couple of pigs.
Yeah!
Looks like you're a fagari.
Fuck you.
He says you're stupid, Kuno.
Oh. Probably. You heard I don't mess up.
There is no Night City anyway.
Kuno gives this info out.
Thanks, Kuno.
Kuno's...
He's trying to hide.
Kuno's
He's trying.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not... You're...
Get lost.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker.
Not a single
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit. Kuno knows what Kuno means.
Kuno means gram.
The fuck are you talking about? Again, Kuno doesn't...
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what... Yes, and it's critical. Look at you. You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. Yes, if you want to live, you need to...
Fuck does Kuno care? Alright, that's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way. Alright. Kuno knew you'd...
Tell him,
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno.
Major fucking...
Kuno won't take this shit lightly.
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of Hard to see, but...
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by...
I told you he can't be trusted. I told you.
Relax, see? We got plenty of key. This is about you and Kuno.
There is genuine... In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life?
Yeah, we got plans.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig? What?
His posture changes. The swaying...
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told you. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Yeah? Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit. Stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit. Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit. That's right, it's a shithole.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
The note is written.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home. A. Someone has scribbled. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just let... That's a plausible hypothesis. It belongs inside a radio computer. Really? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hand. I don't know. I assume it's...
It's the ledger you found. It takes about half an hour to piece one. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of... The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the...
So,
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too. Probably.
it's but a rest area on the path leading at right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye. A key, huh? Oh, I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh. What you're looking for is a basement.
Okay, but where did...
The janitor gave it to me. None of this mess we're in. This I'm more of a philosopher.
He means he's not got who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except...
Is he actually comparing you? Come on. He's just trying to keep the peace. The man whispers a jaunty tune.
To get me into trouble.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces... So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some...
What else?
Not much. Technical It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
How does he?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove...
It's implied.
And Mesqui's epic there, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem.
He is sincerely grateful.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. What a thought. Your dead guy he was an agent of the opposition, attempting to... the murder...
He's not...
Understood.
No problem. We're negotiating...
All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism.
I think it's best you make up your own mind. I guess you kind of...
By that.
By heavens, the old man is corrupt for our benefit. He is reason. Besides...
Not you. This man has political...
Sure thing.
This was great. You feel...
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea. Silence. Hard as a stone. You see dead flesh.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fuck.
Benito is one of the inhabited islands of the Seminese archipelago.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe we shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. That primitive spirit drowned in a creek a week later.
Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's...
No, I was somewhere else. That's just a guess as to what this one little star on his belly might mean. I'm just a bouncer. You bet it was. It's just nature. This guy used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But...
He's under orders, and orders are orders.
Go ahead. All right, now.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded.
Free flow of commerce!
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still...
When a bunch of ungrateful beats me, mumble nonsense about boardrooms.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held up. He ignores your question. choosing instead to turn to the silence is the answer. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy.
Honest men and women, with rights. We can't...
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Wait. There's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. No matter. It's a fine stanza. You're not there more often in the fists than rhymes, see?
In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his futurist magazine. The lieutenant looks at you in silence, a curious look in.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
You found some common ground with this man, even impressed him.
Fuck does Kuno care? So? Fuck, okay.
Kuno sent you.
Look, Pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. After this shit, you better have something real.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. I'm going away for a long, long time.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, Pig?
Stay away from me, pig. I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there.
Don't be...
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case, was...
Yes?
There. Working club cracked it. Or what do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working club, yes, didn't, but he is. There's no need.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
These manly men are playing ball. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is...
I hope you pass out from it, you goddamn jet.
Trying to throw something as close to a Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
See? Ah, I hope...
Trying. Shush. Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky. This felt wrong. Wrong like...
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
Your muscle memory knew what to... It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge.
What are you talking about?
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
The man, his merry partner, The lieutenant is... Everything has gone very quiet. It seems as even the waves of sea stay crashing again.
Yes. The terrain here provides an... I do. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the... Yes, the military coordinated... Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation... This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out.
Blood Ground. You got old René going there.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before the rest of the city got...
Well, it's your hand down.
You don't even begin.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
They're not. And I'm sorry it had to be them. After I would.
This royal fate.
Instead, this is just what the commies wanted. This was rain.
Soon.
It's no use talking to you. Yes, I'm an old...
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
She?
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that. No one. The boss has been...
No one has been gone.
Yes.
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't have...
The possibility of...
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood.
Look, officer, can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now? Yes, like I said, it's a bell. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. I'm not surprised. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. Unfortunately, Martin Cop is a...
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing...
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men... Really, officer. Much on average, gender equality is a very noble, very modern idea. But in real life, primal roles prevail. But a superpower, feared and respected, decisive. A nation is on...
Don't get...
The Carabinier doesn't...
You can't. That's why.
Of course.
Philippe Zito.
IRL. He's just making excuses.
It's real.
Yes, indeed.
Right. I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instinct.
As René turns from you to his partner and back. 2. The larger one, a crowned... It's the crown, a small... The setting sun was...
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have...
I'm sure. But I know this uniform's reputation. You are also wondering if I got this for raping women or killing babies. Honor is...
Whoa. Sounds like you're about to open the gates of conversation. This man would...
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For look...
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
It was on the first month. King Free, alas.
Purple.
To keep the long... The rebels were smart. They let us come. I got shot at. Then his horse. driven mad by the noise. I grabbed
Captain Arno.
The Bane.
When I came to the dink, so I grabbed the dink. He was the commanding officer.
You sense he's downplaying it. The old carabiner.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is and that even while scrolling with mangled half-dead...
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. Oh no, you have to get shot. Repeatedly.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon.
The old carab...
What monster and that...
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even...
Sorry, officer, but you're... How did you find the story to be, officer? Maybe... Oh...
Do not speak of what... Bah!
Oh, yeah.
I'm not getting into this with you again.
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Yes?
The man is decomposed. The body is reluctant.
Whoa. Yeah, fuck it to pieces for...
It's not completely useless. It's not completely useless. You're able to It's not completely useless. It's not completely useless. You're able to reveal... It feels like the leg is going... See? The corpse doesn't care if you try to take his boots. He doesn't need them. It's heavier than you'd think. Damn, you're out of shape. In your defense, it's heavier than you. Damn, you're out of shape. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually
Look, he's skinning the fuck... Help.
the legs look like they've been clawed at by wild animals. Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. Didn't the whirling have a...
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Come back.
The man is... The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour. This industrial, get in the corpse residue, a commercial pot. There is a variety. It's bad with those boots. Don't be stingy now. The delicious... All right now, chef. Lighter. The strong smell. Strips of polymer fabric and a 2-course dinner of rotten flesh and hardened ceramic. The boots look cleaner and cleaner. Those bits of human just like beef. That's it, chef. The boots are as clean as they're going to get. A pair of real beauties. The boots are shiny, hot, and... This is not the... that soap... This is not... that the bathtub, the water. You feel nice and lonely. And so... The cans continue to bob, as do your thoughts. You see the corpse. Then, your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls. The waterline recedes as you step. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's too late. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's too late. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve, just like that. It's over. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without. The bed is still cold from the broken. The bed is...
Here we are again, my broken. You're not... It's your disc.
That pain, every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking...
And why might that be the case? What lava lights on such a...
Oh, you're just stuck here. In the... Sure.
At least people are...
What do you...
Let it...
But it...
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent. In short, art is the... Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a... Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and Exactly. It's not only your duty to go ahead and provide savage...
Yes?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Judith, back me up.
You do look...
No, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that match. He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Yes, a superstar cop. Of course.
He didn't answer your question.
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear.
Hear that? Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related.
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see. I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
You know what it is. It's like the...
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belong to what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this thought experiment we are police officers. In a police station, we don't do crimes.
Come on, stop it.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for... Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Oh god, I'd hate for that to happen. You know what might help prevent that though? You doing your fucking job. Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
You're not going to believe this, but... police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and... just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacular. Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has not even a...
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is.
He's trying to protect... Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at...
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
It's a mere second, but it feels...
Okay, why not? You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. Watch out for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar.
Oh really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy. Yes, just cross it.
Again? I can't believe this shit. I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, and
I'm going to say no. God fucking shit.
None of this. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter. The woman in an RCM.
I would really prefer not to...
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM. Below lieutenant.
I'm definitely not the cavalry. Yes,
I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if...
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you're not. You're not the only cop in the world.
Something changes in her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would...
What precinct?
Am I from? God.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries, unlike you.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay? Of course I'm with him. What?
You're an asshole. You know what?
Please, let's not turn this into... Of course I'm with him.
And you look like you don't bathe, on principle.
Please, let's not turn this into another... I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay.
I'm just looking out...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
You're a fucking asshole. Are we done here?
The man is decomposed. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath. The door.
Who is it?
Tired.
This is the police. Can we come?
Come on up.
Sounds like it's coming from upstairs somewhere. This medicine, it's been used. This toothbrush, pharmaceuticals line the shelf.
Anything of note?
Pill bottle, Necra. This is you.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Godvaldian. A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat. It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. The lieutenant looks toward the door as if he didn't see you. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff... This window is pristine on smooth as following your lead. The lieutenant leans in closer. Smooth as ice following your lead. The lieutenant...
Looks like it, yes.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air. The wind brushes.
Welcome to the roof.
Her hair is below her silvery jumpsuit, and
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. Oh yes, legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened. They also say that's why the clean...
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective.
Have I ever? This is the fable. What happened, man? The end was supposed to be mere seconds away. Why we're still here? Oh. Well, you know, I'm...
Miss, we are investigating.
Huh. I see.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there...
Clausier Amondu. Vredefort, Republic of Iran. A bad memory, officer. Of lilacs and lightning.
What's so bad?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
The conference centers are filled with people who get...
Sooner or later, everyone does. I'm 28. Something stupid. Oranese lit. Oranese literature. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be...
What about Revacholian literature?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world. Strange. Usually the Revacholian hero does...
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course...
Nothing. I do nothing with it. Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Ranise Lit. Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranier.
It's the world's most tired smile.
I'm afraid you...
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cat.
Thank you for your can.
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Look, officers, I like this place, but I don't want to be stuck wondering. I don't want to become an indentured servant in a brothel on Boogie.
There are plenty of other reasons for hiding your documents from the law.
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausy.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
It's also why I hid it.
Why else?
I'm an unpopular girl. The kind of hurry where you can't afford to not find your documents. But don't worry, I would love to change the subject. It's not important.
Didn't she say you would have to interrogate her before? And that she didn't do it? What was up with that?
Well. It seems I either underestimated you. If I didn't know better, I'd say you feigned that fuck having lied to get me to say something stupid.
The lieutenant, it's good we discussed your history with her, he thinks. I can play along.
Cool. You told us about the investigation Friday night. Downstairs. At a table full of local kids and dock workers. Anyway, I thought it would be funny to say I didn't do it, because I knew about your investigation. Does that make me a suspect? I really must stop saying stupid things. Well. It seems if I didn't...
The lieutenant, it's good we discussed your history with her, he thinks.
Cool. Anyway, I thought it would... Phew.
Playfully. She doesn't seem to be overly distressed or distraught.
Okie dokie.
If any of this made her nervous, it certainly...
The record. So official. Yeah, it's pretty deluxe. It is.
The lieutenant, he finds the answer unsatisfying.
Thank you. I've put a...
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star sign.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked...
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Oh, yes. One of my favorites. Like, not being able to stay up for 36 hours. Not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically. Very funky. I'm wintering.
How long?
About 4 months. I came in November. Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell. Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. By sexually assaulted, you mean...
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for...
She sounds positively buoyant. She looks around.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped.
By him.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more,
By they.
Are you saying that you were asked?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Pretty much.
Warming them.
I'm 89% sure. You know how it is.
Do you?
Maybe you don't.
There are numerous cigarette burns on those silvery...
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium serious.
You hear crack?
Let me make this 100% clear then, officer. I was not sexually assaulted. We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Oh, it is.
What did you do?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more. A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort...
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Oh, yes. I have multiple viewpoints.
A bitter cringe. He takes a small...
You called us.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little with nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. And
you were right to suspect there might be foul play involved.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea. I don't know, sir. It was stupid.
Thank you for making the call, miss.
I didn't want to, sir.
He won't be down there long, miss. We will move the body to the morgue soon.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now.
I know it's difficult.
She meant she sees him.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
She fishes a cigarette.
I can see the similarity.
Funny.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
He had something to do with the strike.
And his role?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military.
And they lynched?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little.
Like your part?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this.
I have. Which ones? sir. I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a bullet? They shot him too?
I'm not picking up on any theatrecraft here, sir.
They stripped his clothes and they shot him?
You mean after?
I'm confused, sorry.
So am I. Were you aware?
Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender.
This is beginning to get confusing for you too, and we don't like that. Where was she last Sunday night?
Cowering. I was cowering downstairs with Sylvie.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yes.
Good. Yes.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject? Why not? Hello, officer? What brings you up here?
She looks back.
Hello, officer?
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you. I have bad... You know these... Who? Yes, you. He's talking about you. You too. Me? These guys? Believe it. Yes. Mr. She is a lady. In his defense, to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than... That is correct. A little. They're all still of limited use. But when it comes to assessments of character, don't be melodramatic. You can trust them, how it always does. There's nothing you can do about it. No. It's better to know there's no way. All bullshit, man. Especially that guy. That... No fucking way, man. I just want... Really? Quick. Glory. Truth. Softness. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this... She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature. You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one who usually does. She may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised. Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. For a second, her face disappears from your... Still smiling. A tired smile. The same small is barred from the... Sounds like it's...
I don't know. It is not the first clue. I don't know. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and... No, still a mini investigation. Looks like we have more to discuss with those so... Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story. What else could she have done? Lie? If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. What do you mean by that? She seemed forthcoming to me. Unusually so. Being forthcoming with some things is a good way to obscure other things. But I am not easily swayed by young women. But on the other hand, the best liars are candid. And she was candid.
lieutenant seems oddly sure he is not compromised. Not psychologically, at least. Is it hubris?
Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back soon enough.
It's you again. What is it? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore could...
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the...
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her.
She's just in denial as...
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
She wasn't raped. The witness's statement.
Lawman. And you went and pushed.
Hit you.
Titus Hardy.
Success.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was showed to him, T.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in...
You think we...
Actually, there are a few.
We...
Understood?
Since what...
Things got nothing. It's not advanced.
Don't put...
Yeah, man. You're like a...
You don't care.
Big T.
I won't be on.
There's a lot of...
What's on?
Now that is intriguing.
I'm sure we...
Where can I let... Yeah, please.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Your room had one.
Oh. Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments it. You do that. Oh, yeah? What about it? You do that, lawman.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus. You push.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a...
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed, but...
There's more going on here than we know.
Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crime. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer.
A symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to...
Hello, officer?
She puts her coffee cup down. With a soft ring, this does not surprise.
Did he? I never said he was a good man.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds him.
Where did they get this recording?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Cohoy style? He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Cohoy, he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Cohoy. It was... No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just... sort of... running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way... He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Cohoy massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person.
When he said he was done, and done mentally, it didn't sound like a joke. It sounded like a deeply troubled man.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks.
Did he tell you he had actually done any...
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy.
What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee.
Like for...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it...
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse, the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Oh, that. It was a map of his life and the places. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish
Is this Oranese lit?
Yes. This is the very essence of Oranese lit. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there." And so it goes. Star after star. Oh yeah. No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Oranje. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself. Change of topic, perhaps? Yes. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin.
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile.
Ah, yes.
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Oily, isn't it? We have that in common now.
She understands what autopsies entail. It doesn't get her off balance.
He was 42.
42?
He had many scars that made him appear. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points out good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
It isn't. Police work is a cooperative sport.
A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals. How much does the toxicology report cost?
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now.
In Oranje, officer.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No, he was too old for that. And from another part of what
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing. The young woman is smiling, still, about their bad habits.
Why do you ask? Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
Why do you ask? Occult vision? Of course. I do not, for one. Maybe you're interpreting them wrong? He enjoyed life, you see.
Everything checks out here. It's all A-OK. Good answer.
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more. Wait, stop. That man, below the damage, the weeks of... How old are you? You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? You asked. He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week. I didn't say 62. I said 58.
Wait. This requires sign to the laboratorium. The same small, heavy door.
It's you again. What is it? And?
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead? What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it...
Funny. No good goddamn... Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors.
This is just perfect. Just fucking...
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. What kind of pro? Y'all saying she's...
No, he's not saying that.
Nah. I know her. Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. Is meant to...
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her, that lying, scamming, we're done. This is over. Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll tell you the truth. There are many ways to go about it. All of them.
What fucking...
A story that fits...
No, there is no story. I didn't.
No, don't listen to him. This is gold stuff. Now let's get didactic.
So you got...
Good. You got his attention. Now reward it with a metaphor.
Yes, a miniature train set. The point is, this allegorical Kim should have just told the truth.
You need to man up and take charge, little guy. Shit's gotta be equal in a couple.
Thank you. I'll try. Please understand that Kim in this story was an allegory for you.
Sure. Binaclard. Allegory. You didn't get played. Titus did.
A man like Titus is way too confident to get that analogy. This man would rather live in a fantasy world where he isn't a complete...
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing them like a fiddle. Tell them how bad they got played, and they'll
No, we fucking ain't.
No, Glenn. I want to hear this. Who do you think is fucking fiddling me? Yeah, it fucking is.
Yeah, like he's ever gonna pull top shelf pussy like.
Yeah, you pull incredible pussy, boy.
I do not understand. This fiddle play totally fell apart. The concept was solid, but the delivery tragically off. You sounded like a madman, not a cop.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never fall. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martin. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men. Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the Wild North.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand. What? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. To your right, you sense the air move. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez as the bodies of
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Just remember, it's about more than Glacia.
Huh?
He'll get it.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the...
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that.
That's it.
Officer.
He's onto you. He knows what you're... The lieutenant... What? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes...
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This...
Does he? His closed fist...
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't get it.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions? The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see. He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of...
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she...
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he...
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario.
Good analogy.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus. We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Me too. Nah, he's my brother.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Yeah.
Bet their father's name, Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. Yeah, she wouldn't. She's fucked if she shows up on police raid. They're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she
That's all he knows. That's all.
And why would you help someone like that?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers...
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Glacia.
I like that. Been thinking that...
I do. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got... Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about that.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Glad you understand that. You do that. She, Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that into account.
It's you again. What is it?
This window is pristine.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched. Her feet.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first. Between you two. No, it's not good. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Why did you waste our